Sinbad Volume 13, Night 114, Homecoming. He's like running off. Bart's like gonna go in. I'll go get him. If we just let him go. Sinbad stopping him. No, wait. There are some things that you just can't accept until you see them for yourself. Let him go. Sin. Prince like, I'll go check on him. I can't just leave him be in that state of mind. Huh? Just darts off. Jarkon! Let's leave Masber to him. Besides, we should. Like, the villager is still there? What? Was there something else? I thought I told you. We do not trust outsiders. You cannot enter our village. Yes, I understand how you feel. Huh. To make it quick. Slave hunting, persecution. Now that I know the truth of how the Tauren people have been treated, I can't just overlook it. I want to change this. I'll change the world's injustices. Like, people are like, what? I'm gonna run downtown. Huh? Stopped. Shining down. Huh? Good. I finally found him. Faunus are really amazing. I couldn't catch up to him at all. Masber, I'm sure you're upset right now, but I'm certain that you'll find your people someday, so... What? You followed me? This has nothing to do with you. Don't say. That has nothing to do with me. Medicine from my own country was used to help slave traders. I never knew. And Elifat is a country that uses slaves. Before now, I never thought to question the practice of slavery. But after hearing what the Tauren chief said, I don't think any group of people should be forced into slavery. Something like that is just one person taking away another's happiness in order to exploit them. We shouldn't allow something so tragic. It's not right. I heard about you from Sinbad. You were a slave forced to fight as a gladiator. You never got to see the outside world, and you were separated from your people and your family. You were always alone. I also heard that you've actively contributed to this journey. To have it all turn out like this must be painful. You crying? Don't act like you understand. What? There are no longer any Faunus here. My people, my family. I'm alone. Elephants. I have nothing. That's something royal with a country and a family to return to would never understand. I don't want to be pitied by someone who can't do anything for himself. It's like Ribbon. Got it out already. It's like on his shoulder. What? It's true that we're different people. Our bloodlines and situations are completely unalike. But don't say that you have nothing. I no longer have a country to return to. My family is gone. Even before that, though, I was always alone. But you were always surrounded by such amazing people. You're surrounded by people, aren't you? Everything I don't have, you don't. Call that nothing. Huh? What? It's like looking away. Looks away. Huh? Someone's coming. It might be a survivor from the Faunus village. Huh? Ah, Masber. It's like run off. That guy. He never listened to people. Oh no, they're not Faunus. Hey, did we really go the right way? There's nothing here. Slave trader. Well. You're sure short-tempered. What the heck? My preparations were perfect. Preparations were perfect? The Tauren village is definitely out here. An entire village. If we can capture all those people, we'll get to live in luxury for quite a while. Huh? Find that village. Give it all you got. Boss, we're gonna make a killing. Oh no. It's strange that there are people in a place like this. They must be slave traders. And they're looking for the Tauren people. We have to hurry and warn them. Let's go back, Masber. Like, gripping his fist tightly. Oh. Night 115. Awakening Blade. Oh. They're slave traders. They're heading for the Tauren people. We have to hurry and tell Sinbad, the Tauren village chief. If we go now, we'll be too late. Huh? I'll crush them. Huh? Crush them? It's like hopping down. What are you saying? Just kicks the dude in the face. He's down. What the heck is this kid? Be careful. I won't forgive slave traders like you. Huh? Like going to him, blitz him. Huh? So, Mesmer. It's no good. He's completely out of control. It's like just whipping and walloping. Got that red hair. He noses. Sinbad's like talking. You said that you want to change the world. Oh, Tauren chief. Okay. Yes, discrimination, persecution, war. I want to change the world that created such atrocities. To do so, I need your help. For the sake of your village. Ridiculous. You're only saying that to deceive us. I'm telling the truth. Stop. Huh? I've already decided never to trust an outsider again. We've been persecuted, lied to, and had everything taken from us. We have been forced to lead a hard life of oppression, rather than a peaceful existence. But what could you understand? Enough. We'll move you by force. But sin, and like putting out their fears. I do understand. No freedom, no dignity. I can never forget the day spent living that nightmare. I am a former slave. And it's not just me. That finest boy, Mesmer, was a slave too. So I cannot forgive the inequalities of the world that led to this whole system of slavery. Boom. Like, oh, we're back at Mesmer. Like chop them all down. Come on, I'll crush all of you. Huh? He's like clapping. Well, what a surprise. I thought all of the Fanaras had been hunted down, but there are still some left. Are you alone? Where's your family? You'd certainly fetch a good amount as a slave. Come quickly, and together we can sell you for a high price. I'm not a slave anymore. I'll never be called that again. Huh? Wait. What? How'd he fall down? He's like gritting. The drug finally took effect, huh? What? The poison made in heliofat. We coiled the tip of our swords with it. I'm glad it came in handy. What? That poison should have been strong enough to take effect immediately. What a monster. Get the others up. Huh? It'll be more than enough. Let's hurry up and wait. Huh? Oh. Khan comes in. I won't let you take him. It's like, ha ha ha. They're all like laughing at. I don't know where you came from, but now. Huh? They're going after him. You're on the way, Bright. Huh? Just cut his sword in half. What? Huh? My sword. What the heck? The sword was entrusted to me by my father. It's special. Your swords are no match for it. That darn brat. These swords are coated with poison. Huh? If I can avoid the tips of their swords, I'll be fine. I can read their attacks. This is not a problem. After all, even I was trained in royal swordplay. The only thing I was allowed to do, despite my lack of freedom, royal swordplay. This brat isn't Fanaras, so why? Boom, boom, boom. He's like cutting through all of them. The Ufat's swordplay style is known as the crawling sword. It's a form of swordplay that makes use of your opponent's openings. I'll protect him with my swordsmanship. It's like just going through everyone like lightning. Night 116. Warriors joint fight. Just breaking all their swords. He's just a darn brat. What the heck? Surround him. Your opponent is a child. Get him. We can't. He's using some weird style of swordsmanship. We can't even get close to him. What should we do, boss? Shh. I can do this. My swordsmanship can get past them. If I keep this up, I can take care of them on my own. Huh? Like doing something? Oh dear. Why don't you try using your head a little? What'd you say? You'll be fine. Look at your opponent. He's got some talent, but he's still only a child. If he keeps fighting, sooner or later. Huh? Wait, did he get hit? Leg cramp? Huh? He stopped moving. Naturally. The child is fighting while trying to defend the faunus behind him. Faced with this many opponents, he'll quickly exhaust himself. It seems he lacks actual fighting experience, and this must be the limit of his stamina. In that case, this will be quick. Since you only want the faunus, it's alright. If we kill this brat, right? Like, huh? Oh no, my legs won't move. Come down. Huh? Wait. You just get kicked in the face? Wait. Masmer! Wait, how's Masmer up? That poison should have immobilized you. So how? Poison? You mean this? Huh? Wait, you just open his veins? I still feel a little numb, but it's not a problem. He bit his own arms so that the poison would leave his system as he bled? You monster. Huh, not bad. Maybe a little blood loss helped you cool off a bit, huh? Maybe. Oh well. Thanks to you, my strength's returned. So now, let's defeat these guys. Just going in, boom, boom, boom. Man's like still talking to him. I see. That is unmistakably a scar left by a slave collar, like showing his neck. So that means you really, yes. Our master fell from his life as the head of a trading company into a life of slavery. He's regained his freedom now, but he was once so brainwashed that he'd begun to lose his sense of self. I learned a lot during my time as a slave. How it felt to be one of many used only to serve the whims of a few, or of the few. Those last days and the cruelty of that fate. Knowing how it feels firsthand, I can't just turn a blind eye. That's why, gripping his hands. I want to save those who are suffering. I want to change this world, where people trample others underfoot. And you say you want to save us too? They're talking. I wonder if you got through them. It just occurred to me that Masmer and Shah Khan have been gone for a while. Now that you mention it, that's true. Huh? What's that commotion? It's come from that direction. Huh? Capture complete. Huh? I'm quite capable when I put my mind to it. I was wrong. I shouldn't have called you weak. You weren't bad with a sword. You also kind of saved me. Thanks, Shah Khan. Smiling. Really? You don't listen to people. and just run off on your own. Do you have any idea what would have happened if I wasn't here to help? But now I understand. There's something I really wanted to tell you. Masmer, I've noticed something a lot during our journey. You don't grasp the fact that I'm older and should be your mentor, do you? I'm older, you're younger. He's like 9 years old, 8 years old. Isn't your attitude towards me a little strange? Since our first meeting, you've been using such informal language and addressing me rudely. And you never pay attention to what I say. And I've had enough of you poking fun at me. Huh? I was part of the trading company before you, so I should be your mentor. What? That's not how it works. People are supposed to show at least some respect to their elders. Got it? You should address me as your mentor. Mentor Shah Khan. Huh? Mentor Shah Khan? He should get his wounds patched up. Yes, that's it. Now you just need to work on your attitude and start speaking more politely. I think I should probably stop my arms from bleeding soon. What are those two doing? Behind bushes? Somehow, he hasn't changed at all, has he? Huh? Trying to change the subject. That's so like you. Could you let go, please? Well, it's all good if you're safe, right? Although they do look a little beat up. Night 117. King Solomon. Okay. What happened here? Ah, Torn Village Chief. These people are slave traders. Huh? Their target was your village, but we captured them. Now the Torn people will be safe. We won't stand by and let a tragedy like slave trading occur. Huh? All by yourselves? Good job. As long as you're alright, that's what matters. That's not good. You're all beat up. Even these small children fought for us? What a strange group of people. You have my approval, huh? Chief. Do not misunderstand. I still don't trust you completely, but you're different from other outsiders. Yes. I've got a feeling about you. Thank you very much. Huh? The sun is setting. You may stay in the village tonight. Huh? Let's go, Masber. What's up? Put it out of his hand. Shake. The Dark Continent. The land where my people once lived. Like teared up. I may never step foot here again. Goodbye, homeland of Fonaris. The next day. People of the Torn Village, thank you for all your help. What are you saying? You're the ones who helped us. But are you sure you would like to leave them for us to deal with? Yes. They require an appropriate punishment. It was your lives they were after. I'll leave their punishment up to you. Understand? Sinbad, we the Torn people approve of. This world without conflict that you wish to create is very nostalgic. I'm happy that someone with the same ideals as our God has finally appeared. God, could you be referring to the almighty ruler who once created an actual utopia? Oh, you're quite knowledgeable. We learned about him from the Night King of Susan. Once only, it seems to be but an ancient legend, and the name of that god has been lost over time. I see. So those memories have faded to the extent in the world outside our village to have forgotten his name. Is that not the case here? The Torn people possess a vast library of books and lithographs handed down from ancient times. Our language is just one such artifact. We still remember the name of that god. He was the great king that ruled Alma Torn. The one and only god, King Solomon. Ooh, this crest. Got two eyes in the clouds. Huh? Somebody's like, what? King Solomon. Thank you very much. Did that resonate him? Like a long... I'm glad that we could learn his name. If you're curious, you're welcome to return here to investigate. We would be happy to assist at your request. Yes, thank you. You go off. Jafar, what will happen to those slave traders we caught? It didn't seem like they'd be handed over to officials. So what about their punishment? Don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with us, or it has nothing to do with you. Like spears at them. Since you now know the location of our village, we cannot allow you to leave. Kill them. Bloodshed. The world is still full of injustice. Innocent people are suffering, hunted down, and treated as commodities. I won't forgive that. I have to change it with my own two hands. They just butchered them, okay. Night 118. The name of Judal. Ream territory. Cathargo. Targo? Now, let's head back to Balbad. Yeah, it's time to leave the Dark Continent. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find land to build our country on. But I'm still glad we came. Me too. There are so many strangers. Like, Sarkon's like scared. Huh? Oh, Sardine's coming. You sure took your time, Sinbad. Sardine, why are you here? We're here too? You guys. Wait, they just like waited? But why? You're supposed to be on your way back to Balbad already. It's not a big deal for us to wait for you. Besides, it's more economical to take one ship back together instead of two. We're saving money. Huh? On top of that, there's been a lot going on here. Huh? Did something happen? Well, hey, Celine. Is this the guy you were talking about? So you Sinbad. Oh, got Judal. He's kind of flashy, huh? Well, I don't hate his expression. I'm Judal. Nice to meet you. Huh? Small. What? What's up with this brat? He's awfully rude. Ow. He's like, oh, Sinbad's like, pulling at him. Sinbad, you can't. He's, huh? Ouch. Like, made a shell? Huh? A Borg. It's a defensive maneuver that repels attacks. Huh? Only magicians should be able to use it. Huh, naturally. Just who you think I am. I'm a world-creating magician. Possessor of the strongest Mogai. I'm a magi. Magi? We did hear about them in Armeria. They're legendary magicians that have appeared during critical junctions in history. And this kid is one of them? You don't get it, huh? I'll prove to you that I'm a real magi. Her sword, huh? Don't. You can't do that in a place like this. Stop it. Just brings out, huh? Well, what happened? To make me appear in my true form. Huh? Where did you get such a vast quantity of Mogai? Zephyr, over here, huh? Oh, Magi. So is you. Zephyr is bowing down to this kid? That's right. You don't know much about Magi, do you? A Magi is a great magician, loved by the Rock. All jinn greatly respect the Magi and obey their wishes. What? I can see how you might be a bit bewildered. After all, you became a dungeon conqueror without the guidance of a Magi. But he is definitely a true Magi. So, you get it now? But Magi, the rock around you, could it be? So he goes back. Or was he about to like tell him that he has dark rock? Well, you got to the point. You got on the point already. I'm a real Magi. Dark one. And why is the great Magi like you here? It's obvious. I came to see the king. King? Ah, don't misunderstand. I don't mean you. I mean this woman here. Huh? Celine conquered Zephyr's dungeon, a dungeon I created. Yeah. You know that Magi create dungeons to choose kings, don't you? Sinbad's like, huh? Which means this woman is my king. Not again. Listen, I haven't accepted your offer yet. What? You're still complaining? Just give it up. Let's go take back Parthevia. Let's go take back Parthevia already. I'll make you queen. What? Wait a minute. Let's go take back Parthevia. Do you even understand what you're saying? But that's just what we'll do. That's just what we'll do. You're only a kid who doesn't understand anything. Listen to me. Things in Parthevia have quieted down thanks to the ceasefire treaty. Shut up, Freckles. Huh? Talking about Jafar? It's you who doesn't understand anything. Look, I'm a Magi. Magi can feel the world's abnormalities. I can feel a terrible aura hanging around Parthevia, as it is now. And besides, I've seen it all myself. Their ceasefire treaty is only for show. They're like, killing the innocents. They're still invading nearby islands and raiding villages within the country. It's something like a plague. Those who oppose the people in power are either brainwashed or turn into some kind of weird monster. It's terrible. I don't really get it. And this woman, isn't she a Partherian princess? All this is happening in your country, but you're not gonna do anything about it. No matter how many times I tell you, your response is always the same. I can't do anything without Sinbad. So, there's something I really want to ask. And like, huh? The boss, Sinbad. You have to help me as a Magi. So let's take back Parthevia. How about it, Celadine? Sinbad? Staring at him. What are they gonna decide? Night 119th. Turbulent invitation. Let's take back Parthevia. Celadine, Sinbad? Huh? Sinbad? Huh? Hey, Brat. I'm not Brat. I'm the Magi Judal. Judal. Let's say that Parthevia really is going through an internal purge, like you said. If that's true, I can't just overlook it. But I also can't trust you immediately, either. You're a Magi, right? A Magi should be able to fly or disappear in an instant. The Magi I met before could use his magic to do things like that. You're a great magician, aren't you? Can you just teleport us to Parthevia? You're making fun of me. Fine, I'll show you. He's like powering up. Watch me. Witness the power of a real Magi. Or, I thought I'd show you. But now I don't want it. Is he not powerful enough? Huh? You just said you would. But it'll just wear me out. And it's not my job to take you anywhere. I don't really need your trust. After all, sooner or later, you'll definitely realize that you need my power. What should we do, Sin? No matter how you look at it, we're dealing with an opponent whose nature we can't comprehend. It would be dangerous to let him be. He's like trying to pull Celadine. We can't just ignore him. I don't know who sent him or why he was really sent here. But we also can't overlook the information he's given us. He really is a Magi after all. Zephyr said so himself. We can use him. It would be best to have him stay where we can keep an eye on him. Celadine, sorry, but we'll leave him to you. After all, he claims to be your Magi. Please look after me. He's like smiling. I understand. If anything happens, I'll report back to you. Sigh, huh? You should have just come with me in the first place. Shut up. Or we still don't trust you. It's like stretching him. Ow, ow, ow. You put up another Borg. Serves you right, idiot. Sinbad, do you have a minute? Oh, Dragon's like, huh? Checking him? Let's go. Don't order me around, woman. What is it, Dragon? It's about that child. About Judal? We have no proof. But what he said is most likely the truth. About the purge in Parthevia? I've told you about it before. About how we managed to flee from Parthevia. At the time, one of the 4 heavenly generals transformed into an unusual form and attacked us. Thanks to my own transformation caused by my household vessel, I was able to protect everyone. We all escaped safely, but the problem is, with that technology, this instant implies that Parthevia already has the technology to fuse dungeon creatures with human beings. They turn an entire army division, or worse, all the citizens of Parthevia into monsters. Parthevia would gain military paralysis never seen before. Let's conquer the whole world. Lady Celadine must have realized this as well. A purge in order to create more of these creatures. We can't deny that it's a possibility. So when it comes to Parthevia, we should remain extremely cautious. Understand? Let's investigate what's going on in Parthevia. Half a month later, Balbad Royal Palace. Huh? I see. You weren't able to find land for your country on the Dark Continent. I'm sorry. It wasn't more helpful. Sinbad. That's okay. It was an interesting place. There were many mysterious plants and a vast desert that seemed to go on forever. I'm glad I visited the Dark Continent. Besides, it helped me find new friends and establish new international alliances. Haha, you never rest. Zephyr, the Tauren village. You really are interesting. You've certainly done plenty to fill another volume with stories of your adventures. That too. By the way, about the Magi you mentioned. I've only ever heard legends about Magi. I'm afraid I can't tell you anything about that child. About the situation in Parthevia. I've heard that ever since the ceasefire treaty, Domestic affairs in Parthevia has stabilized. I haven't heard anything about something as inhumane as a purge going on. I see. You're that worried about it. You should go see how it is for yourself. Mentor. After Riem, Parthevia is one of our largest trading partners. It wouldn't be unusual for me to visit Parthevia on a diplomatic trip. And after listening to your story, I think it might be beneficial to visit Parthevia as soon as possible. All that's left is to put together my escort for the trip. And since the rumors of a purge hint at potential danger, I'll have to take the best of the best with me. So that's how it is. Will you accompany me as part of my escort, Sinbad? What? I'll even take you to meet him, the current emperor of the Parthevia Empire. Wait, what? Rick's gonna meet? Night 120 to Parthevia. I'll take you to meet the Emperor of Parthevia. Meet the Emperor. Yes, but you'll only be part of my escort. In other words, as one of my attendants. You'll only be accompanying me. You won't be able to speak with him as long as that's all right with you. I'll prepare to leave in a few days. What will you do, Sinbad? Huh? You're going to Parthevia. Huh? We depart tomorrow. I won't trust to accompany you, Jafar. That's so soon. And you're going alone? What will you do if something goes wrong? I'm going as part of the king's escort. So there'll be a whole group traveling together. I'll be fine. No one will try anything with King Rashad there. It's a good opportunity, isn't it? I want to see what's going on in Parthevia with my own eyes. I'll find out if there's really some kind of purge going on. I understand that, but what? You're going to Parthevia after all? Huh? I told you so. Shh. Oh, Judal comes in. We still don't trust you, you know. So I told you, got you all worried, huh? That's why we should have just gone when I said so. But he's going, right? Don't try and hide it, Freckles. What? Stop calling me Freckles. Sinbad's heading out on another venture? Gonna be lonely. Mentor. That's because you have no friends. Shut up. It's like whacking on the head with his staff. Of course I don't. Want to see my swordplay? I never had the chance to spend time with kids my own age. I don't understand them, but that kid Judal especially. I have no idea what he's thinking. Jafar and Judal are like going at it. And it's a little scary. Huh? Sinbad, you're going to Parthevia, aren't you? Yeah. Don't worry. I'll just observe the current situation. I won't say anything about any of you. That's not what I worry about, Sinbad. That's not what worries me, Sinbad. Just be careful while you're there. That man is there somewhere. He used us. He's a terrifying man. You must avoid him at all costs. Huh? Understand. Oh, one more thing, huh? My brother. Any sort of information you can get is fine. So, when you come back, please bring news of what's happening to my brother. I'll see him off. Parthevia. I never thought I'd return like this. My homeland, the country I wanted to save. They reached there. How does it feel to return to your homeland? Huh? To be honest, I'm not sure, but it feels nostalgic. I can tell that much. I see. Sinbad, you're a wanted man in this country. You must not reveal your true identity while you're here. Don't forget that you're here as part of my escort. I won't. Like, dress as a guard. We've been awaiting your arrival, King Rashad. Huh? Oh, shoot. It's like right there. Huh? It's been a long time. Welcome to Parthevia. So he's like right there out of the gate. It's like a bonus one. Okay. Night 120.5. Darkon can't make friends. Want to see my swordplay? Well, no, I'm not really interested. Children at the trading company. What do? I don't know what to talk about with kids my own age. How am I supposed to make friends? So, how do I make friends, Masber? I don't know. Why are you always so cold? Don't you feel like you should help out your mentor? You insensitive brute? Those guys came from the same place as you, right? We're slaves. How did you become friends with everyone? Huh? From the same place as me? From the same place as me. Friends? Is he talking about the ones from the Colosseum? Well, I was able to become friends with them because we had to fight to the death together. Against, like, lions and baboons? When you put your lives on the line in a fight, you learn to trust each other. I think that strengthens the bond between you and your opponent. That's really how you became friends? How else would I? But I have heard stories. For example, I've heard that in the Far East, fist fighting on the beach at sunset is a tradition that sows the seeds of freedom, friendship. You must be talking about that. Huh? Thanks, Madver. Like going in. Froyo. What? Just punches Jafar. Well, please be my friend. After this, he frankly apologized. Like, take two. It's no good. They hate me. It's impossible for me to make friends at all. Or after all. Tears all. Even though I've left my country, I have nothing to talk about. There's no way I can suddenly expect to know how to make friends. Sigh. What do I do? How am I supposed to face Frio and others now? Can't make friends. Whoa, he's like crying. As we're like, huh? Well, why don't you just act like this? Huh? Right now. You're just talking normally, aren't you? You're not doing anything weird. You're not doing anything weird. I think you should try talking to them like this. But that's just because I'm talking to you. I can't do it. Really? I can only do this now because I'm your mentor. You got a long way to go. Night 121. That man's name is? Watch out for that man. You should be very careful in Parthevia. So this is the man that started the coup d'etat. General of the Parthevia Empire. Barbarossa. What do you mean? Huh? Like smirking. It was like, my apologies. It's been a while since I've been called that. Huh? That's right. You haven't heard. He's retired from his military service and is now serving as the leader of the Independent Nationalist Party. Leader of a political party? What the heck? Haha, I'm not surprised you haven't heard of it. A political party is an organization formed by those who share common political views. The party that is chosen by popular vote controls the government on behalf of the people. It's a completely different political system from an absolute monarchy, where a single king rules over all. After the ceasefire, Parthevia's political structure changed greatly. The emperor suddenly died from illness. The princess disappeared. A child prince was enthroned. And, on top of that, Rheims and other foreign countries demanded reparations from Parthevia after the ceasefire treaty. This put Parthevia citizens into an uncomfortable position. The deadlock between the countries was finally broken by the political changes set in motion by General Barbarossa. Parthevia gave up its absolute monarchy and instead entrusted political power to its citizens, converting to a constitutional monarchy. Due to this political reorganization, many political parties began to form in Parthevia. And through elections, the country changed, allowing citizens great influence over the government. Yes, I retired from my role as general, and have started a new political party. That's how he's getting in power. Now, I'm merely acting as a member of this party. So I'm nothing more than an average citizen. Haha, what are you saying, Lord Barbarossa? Your party, the the Independent Nationalist Party won the election by a landslide. Like, the leader of the party in power has tremendous influence over the government. Calling yourself just an average citizen is beyond modest. Believe this? A bunch of people behind him. That's not true. We won the election thanks to all of our party members. We're a group of like-minded allies that came together to change our country with our own hands. A Parthevia empire for the sake of the Parthevian people. That is our aim as the Independent Nationalist Party. Huh? Aren't you going to introduce us? I'd like to meet the man beside you, King Rashad. By the way. Huh? By the way. Okay. I was like, huh? Like, introduce Sinbad to him? Even if you don't tell me, I know he is. Rumors of that man have spread worldwide. You're that man, aren't you? Dungeon Conqueror Sinbad? Wait, don't panic. I'm no longer a soldier. I'm not interested in capturing you. On the contrary, as a fellow Parthevian, I'm proud of your accomplishments. Conqueror of multiple dungeons, leader of a formidable trading company, and an extraordinary hero. There's no one who hasn't heard of your adventures. You're a spectacular person. To drive someone as accomplished as you out of your home country would be unthinkable. I welcome you, Sinbad. You plan. Well, King Rashid, there will be plenty of time for more discussion at the palace. Would you like to take a look around the city before we go there? The party leaders will personally show you around. Of course. Sinbad is our top trading partner. It's our duty to serve as good hosts to his king. I see. If that's the case, I'll be happy to accept it. That's good to hear. Sinbad, this is your chance. Take a good look at the current state of Parthevia. See the trust in your own eyes. See the trust with your own eyes, instead of just listening to others. Thanks to Barbarossa's coup d'etat, we were purged. There's terrible stuff going on in that country. That's right. I was thrown off by Barbarossa's sudden appearance, but my goal is still to observe Parthevia's current conditions. I'm just here to do what I came to do. Huh? Just looking at him. What a crazy situation. Welcome to Parthevia. So they're going into the town? Is this like a trap? Night 122. Parthevia Empire. Chow. Watermelons? Huh? Like looking. This is Parthevia. It's changed. Huh? What do you think of how Parthevia has changed? It probably still has a long way to go compared to Baghdad. But life is starting to return to our country. It's all thanks to our food rationing. Why is there still ration imposed? The war is over now, isn't it? Yes. It's because the war is over. Many of our country's fields were laid to waste during the course of the war, and it's become difficult for us to produce enough food to sustain ourselves. As a result, we must import a great number of goods. So we distribute those goods evenly among the citizens. Each citizen receives a portion large enough to keep them from going hungry. In addition to food, we help provide medical treatment, homes, and even jobs to those in need. So it's like a communist read? Okay. We divide everything so that no one has too much or too little. It's all thanks to the order established by our Independent Nationalist Party. After the war, a great number of countrymen were killed and left unemployed. Without work, there's no way to earn money. Without money, there's no way to provide for your family. People suffering from this vicious cycle were everywhere. A soldier like me had no place in society after the ceasefire treaty was signed. I didn't either. But thanks to this party, I found work. I found work I could do. And I've been able to help others in similar positions. Soldiers, nobles, commoners. As party members, we all share the same spirit. We should take responsibility for saving our own country, for our own citizens. After all, we're different from the monarchy that started the wars. Huh? Party leader Barbarossa. Huh? Thank you for your rations today. Thanks to the Independent Nationalist Party, we're able to live on like this. We'll support you in the next election. My son just became a member of your party. Introduce yourself to Party Leader Barbarossa. Party Leader Barbarossa, I was so moved by your speech the other day that I volunteered as a party member. It's hard. He pored over your book, Creating a Parthevia Empire for the sake of the Parthevian people. That's an ideal I can get behind. Like pats on my shoulder. We welcome you as a comrade. Let's create a better country together. I have great expectations for your contributions. Thank you. Long live Party Leader Barbarossa. Long live the Independent Nationalist Party. I'm like cheering. Hooray, hooray. It's like, wait. What do you think? It's pretty amazing. He really understands how politics works. He took the people's feelings into shrewd consideration, allied himself with public opinion, and extended his political party. Not many people his age can accomplish something like this. The proof is right there. Point at him. They're all wearing the same colored armbands. Yeah. That's the mark of a member of Barbarossa's Independent Nationalist Party. And they're saluting. All of the party's supporters also wear something of that color. Just look at the number of people wearing it. Almost everyone is a party supporter. That's right. It's like barking them. That's right. Now you can see just how much influence he has, can't you? All of this is something he has accumulated in only a short amount of time. That's the kind of man Lord Barbarossa is. What are you saying, King Rashid? I'm just good at rhetoric. I can't even begin to influence economics the way you do. I can't create anything or sell it to the people. The ones who are truly amazing are you merchants. That's what I think. I don't think so. After all, merchants can't do anything besides trade their goods. If you want to regulate laws and be able to change the lives of your country's citizens, being a merchant is not enough. I wanted to learn how to govern like you. What an honor, if that's the case. Gives out scrolls. I'll give you this. I'll give you these. These are my literary works. I've written down the fundamental ideology, political views, and politics of the Independent National Party, although they might be a little dry compared to the tales of your adventures. Please make yourself at home until we continue our conversation tomorrow. I'll come back to get you then. Nighttime, he's like looking at the scrolls. Amazing. All of his knowledge about party politics is recorded here. To compile all of this in a book of propaganda, and then put it into practice. He's done well, Barbarossa. Despite being unrelated to the royal family, that man was able to unify the country to this extent. So, is blood still what's really necessary to become a king? As I am now, I just don't know. Not yet. Political parties, popular will, elections. For Sinbad, who thought of absolute monarchy, as a matter of course, these were strange new ideas. This was his first encounter with the realm of politics. So, how is he going to change his stance? Night 123. The Little Emperor. Parthevia Royal Palace. They're at, huh? Okay. Brock King Rashid. Oh, Your Highness. Little Prince. Parthevia Empire. 32nd Empire. Silan. Dukes of Min Owls. Do Parthevia. Silan. Dukes of Min Owls. Do Parthevia. The princess's brother, was enthroned. Now, the only remaining heir to the throne is Lord Salan. Wait, I skipped one. That's right. The previous king died from his illness, and the princess went missing. Now the only remaining heir to the throne is Lord Salan. But he has no real power. In the current system, all political powers rest with Congress. This may seem unfair, but it's all for His Majesty's protection. Had Prince Salan inherited the throne, our country would have been thrown into chaos. We were unable to maintain peace within our own country, then the truce we agreed to would have been meaningless. That's why our political parties now act as the government while His Majesty supports us. That is, the way Parthevia is now. No real power, a symbolic emperor. Symbolic emperor. That's the reality of Parthevia's current monarchy. This situation is too much. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Prince Lane? No, I suppose it's Kingsley now. You've grown into a fine young man. King Rashid, you also look well. Your help providing goods for our citizens has been invaluable. Our restoration is all thanks to your country. Huh? He seems unexpectedly composed. I see. And hear that. The two factions fought to secure political power on the throne. But here, it's the political parties that compete with each other for popularity. As such, I guess I don't really have to worry about him getting caught up in everything, huh? Cop. It's like cop. Where's Lon? Huh? I'll have to put our discussion on hold. Take him to the doctor. Yes, sir. King Rashid. To prevent worsening His Majesty's condition, we'll stop here for a day. My deepest apologies, but that's fine. I'm sorry we seem to overstate our welcome. No, it's not your fault. Oh, who's this? Oh, somebody with a mask on. That woman, I'm sure. She's a magician. Falon. Huh? I'd heard he was sickly, like his late father, but we mustn't make him push himself. Let him rest for a while. What do you think of Parthevia? We were shown around the city, and you saw our new political system. We also met with His Majesty. So you've seen pretty much everything there. Everything there is to see in this country. So why the long face? There's still something bothering you, isn't there? Then forgive me for speaking openly. I still don't completely trust you. It's true that conditions here have improved compared to wartime. Goods have grown bountifully. The absolute monarchy's tyrannical rule has ended, and national politics has been entrusted in Parthevia's citizens. Smiles have returned to the people's faces, and yet that magician is still here in the palace. The magician Falon who tried to kill us. And then there's you. So the doubts I've harbored about this country still haven't been erased. My apologies. Like bowing down. I see. Daru, tell me. What are today's plans? Yes, sir. After this, we're headed to greet the election committee. This afternoon, you're scheduled to give your speech as the party leader at the central auditorium. Then, in the evening. You're to attend a party at the House of Lords. Cancel all. Of course, I'll cancel it. Huh? It's like, this. King Rashid, would you mind if I borrow him for a while? Huh? Huh? Like, what? Sure. This is your chance. You can talk about everything you want to know. I've nothing to hide. It's a good opportunity, isn't it, Sinbad? After this, I'll be busy with negotiations. I won't have time for much else. Our ship home doesn't depart for another 3 days, so you should go. Use this time to find your answers. So they're actually going to talk. Night 124. Time for fun. This is your chance. We can talk about everything you want to know. I've nothing to hide. What are we doing? Horseback? Horse riding, of course. You dislike horses? No, not really. What am I doing in a place like this? He's like, huh? Nerd. Like, we're just like trying to look him off. Pant, Parthevia, outskirts of the capital city. Nice view, isn't it? I enjoy coming here. There's no better feeling than riding a horse at full gallop. Is that so? What? You're not satisfied? No, it's not that. Yes, I'm not satisfied. When I think of all the things we should discuss, to be frank, talking about horse riding seems disappointing. Disappointing, yeah. Huh? I see. You're still fixated on that. It's still bothering you that I used that magician to try to kill you and your friends, isn't it? Huh? That happened because we were enemies at the time. You were a felon who outwitted the Imperial army and disgraced our princess. I was also given orders from the Imperial army to punish my younger brother for his failure. That's why I instructed Fallon to kill you all. I was only being faithful in the execution of my professional duties. It was nothing more or less than that. That's all there is to say about it. That's it? Sounds like you're saying that we're no longer enemies. I am. It's like, turn away. Just like I said before, I'm no longer a soldier. There's no longer any reason for us to be rivals. That's all in the past. This man, he really doesn't care either way. No, that's not like he, no. It's more like he isn't interested. He's not swayed by his emotions at all. It's good to be logical about things, but isn't this a little too much? Looking over. Look at his eyes, huh? That's enough of that talk. Follow me, huh? It's like going full gallop. What? You're a venture of the 7 seas, so you can't even ride a horse? Huh? Going, whoa, he's like, what? And he fell down. You really can't ride, can you, Sinbad? Darn it. As a merchant, I only use horses to transport goods. If you didn't know how to ride a horse, you should have said so. I'm glad you weren't badly injured. Wrapping him up. This is a bit much, isn't it? Even if you think you're fine, I can't help but worry. Letting a guest like you get injured will hurt my credibility. There's something I'd like to ask you. You don't need my permission. Ask anything you like to ask. He's definitely confident. You said earlier that us being enemies was all in the past. If that's true, then why are you so concerned about me now? In your current position, there's no reason for you to take an interest in me, is there? You could have ignored me and let me pass by as nothing more than one of King Rashid's guards. But that's not what you did. And you've even taken all this time to bring me out here. I don't think you're the type of person who would do all of this for no reason. It's what you're trying to accomplish. Oh, so that's what bothers you. That's simple. I'm interested in you. Huh? It's natural, isn't it? There's not a single person in this country who doesn't know who you are. After all, you're an excellent example of Parthevia. An excellent Parthevia? Sinbad, I believe that Parthevians are the most superior race in the world. It goes. When you look at the resources of Riem and Balbad, Parthevia's land is barren in comparison, yet our people have developed a great empire on that land. That must be due to the fact that Parthevians are naturally a more superior race. You have Parthevian blood flowing through your veins, and you're exceedingly superior. You're an ideal Parthevian. You're clever, wise, and overflowing with strength. The outcome is just as you can see. Your fame shows everyone just how exceptional a person you are. Besides, haven't you felt to yourself that you are somewhat special? Huh? There's nothing strange about that. It's the truth. You are special. Isn't it natural for me to want to deepen my relationship with you? I want to know more about you. So Sinbad, won't you become friends with me? There has to be something more to this. Anyways, that's the end of volume 13. Has to be more. Well, I don't know, what do you think? You're like reading along with me. And if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, leave any suggestions and recommendations down below. And have a good rest of the day. Bye.